Well, the separating of and coming together is the whole story of creation. But we can see if it's a story of creation, it has to demonstrate itself through the revelation of Torah through Israel. So the first revelation of Torah to Israel could actually was very near occurrence of a deluge. It's only by their intention, by what they went through in Egypt, because of the promise to the forefathers, to the patriarch, because of their singing their song with Moses, they could actually, they were given the Torah, they did not receive it, okay? And it was by coercion, or as our scripture do not actually say what they're saying, by rape. It was a rape, okay? And then comes the ruin of the first temple. It means that now we are in a twilight zone. The twilight zone is that Shekhinah and the first temple, which is of a higher degree, the presence of the first temple is the presence of wisdom through Shlomo and through, okay, meaning of Chaya. And this completely disappears from the world. It means that there is a hunger, a huge hunger for light, okay? And the huge hunger for light is the undercurrent that is going under the Megillah, which is one of the last book of Tanakh, which means that something new is going to happen now, a new revelation. Because there is no presence of the light, there will be a huge hunger for the light. So what will be born? Talmud Bavli, Torah Sheba'al Peh. Okay. Now we'll get to a faint, this is second temple, which has to do with the level of spirit, of light. Now, the level of spirit of light, I'm saying faint because it speaks about the root of the spirit. And we lost the dominancy of Malchut to what is called all other nations, meaning all other will to receive in ourselves. And now we are going into exile. When we're starting to come back, we live in such a concealment, thickness, moving between double concealment to concealment that we understand what we actually missing, what we are, that huge need of ourselves, huge will to receive, so it can draw a huge light that it will dress in the most befitting dress to Torah, and that is Kabbala. This is how it happens. Okay. So third temple cannot be a house of bricks. It must be human consciousness and heart.
Oh, you spoke about that last week.
Yeah.
The fabric between us.
So actually, the scroll of Esther or Megillat Esther is telling us, look for the signs. Look for the sign in history, because you will be completely blind. And you'll be blinded by confusion, and usually you'll be blinded by fear. Fear will control and dominate your life. Nothing to do, because it is the root of Amalek, because it's the root of the tree of knowledge.
Right.
Okay. And this is what Purim is offering us, to reform that. But we can reform that only through the dress of Kabbalah, of the light of Torah. Okay. So it is highly important for us. Megillat Esther, and it reveals itself every year, a different level and a different need of understanding what map actually is hidden for last generation in it. Okay.